And we know the cleanup continues right now across the region with snow and ice on so many streets and sidewalks. And so several school districts have announced those closures for tomorrow. But we do know Prince George's County is one of the few that will be open. Our Alexis Wainwright continues our coverage in the WUSA 9 weather commander there tonight. How are the roads looking out there, Alexis?
Well, Leslie, I can tell you that some roads are good, but others are still rough areas, and it's hard to kind of get around and drive around. That's why we're kind of driving a little slower at the moment. Now, just 90 minutes ago, I spoke with Prince George's County Public Schools, and they decided on a 2-hour delay for Monday. They say they made that decision because they wanted to make sure that everyone has enough time to commute and get to school safely, especially those school buses that have to go through some of those neighborhoods that we have been tracking all weekend long and all last week, right? So we are currently in Oxon Hill. I'm going to turn this around so you can kind of see the neighborhood that we're in. This is near Oxon Hill Run. And we're right on Don Lane. So this is kind of a smaller community, a smaller neighborhood where you can see things have cleared for the most part, but it's still very icy. You can't see all of the ice, but we've kind of slipped a little bit while trying to drive around through this community right here. And that's what we've been seeing in a couple of neighborhoods. A lot of people still reaching out saying that they're having trouble trying to navigate, especially because of the ice. And county leaders mentioned that ice is harder to clear, and that's why it's taken so long when it comes to this cleanup process. Now, we again spoke with the school district not too long ago. Take a listen to what they had to say when it came to trying to make a decision.
So we had a meeting just a few hours ago and decided that was the best course of action, just based on the fact that we do want to get the students back to school, as well as we know that it will take them a bit more time to get there. So we figured the 2-hour delay would accommodate that. There is a caveat to all of this. We're saying to parents that, to use your judgment. If you see that a road is too icy for your child to get to the school bus, or if your child is a walker and can't get to school safely, please keep that child home. We don't want anybody to be in a position where their lives are at risk. And so we're urging parents to, use their judgment as well, and letting them know that, if their child cannot make it to school because of the conditions that we're in, that it will be an excused absence.
So now we're giving you a live look here at Oxon Run Drive in Oxon Hill, Maryland, where you can see that it's easy to navigate here on this main street, but as soon as you turn off into some of these neighborhoods, it's much more difficult to navigate. So again, that's why they decide to make a delay when it comes to Prince George's County Public Schools. We also know we're still waiting to hear more about DCPS, DC Public Schools, when it comes to their decision as well. But again, a lot of people still reaching out to us, telling us that they're still having trouble in their neighborhood. So we'll be out here kind of still navigating and looking around and tracking some of the information that we're receiving from our viewers here in the WUSA 9 Weather Commander. And Leslie, will have much more coming up tonight at 11, especially for those neighbors in DC.